Hi, and welcome to part 2 of the Radical Self-Care Revolution, Module 2. Whew. So, I want to talk about stress and dealing with stress. And I'm not talking about everyday stress and, keeping your stress levels under control. I'm talking about when you're in it. So if you've got kids, you'll know that those moments when it just feels like you're in the middle of this chaotic storm and everyone's emotions are high and you just really don't know what to do. You want to scream. So I wanted to share some tools that we can use that just can sort of help you pause, really. I mean, pause is one of them. The most important thing you can do when you're in that kind of fight or flight, full-on emotional state is to stop, even if it's just for a second, even if it's just to do a couple of deep breaths, because you need to let your body know that it's safe. We're not in cave times anymore. There's not some crazed animal running about to kill us. We feel like we are. The cortisol and the adrenaline's going crazy, but we're not. We need to let ourselves know that we're okay. It's not a state of emergency. Unless, of course, it is, and your house is on fire and you need to get all your kids out, fine. Scream and yell and get everyone out the house. But generally, we're reacting the same way when we're just trying to get our kids out of the house for school. So, first thing to do is recognize the situation you're in. Think this needs to change. Take a couple of deep breaths. Pause. Breathe, get yourself a glass of water. Sometimes even if you have some magnesium spray around, that can be amazing. It's so calming. I spray it on my kids' feet. In fact, a little side note, if you're craving chocolate, this can mean that you're deficient in magnesium because chocolate has magnesium. So it's worth noting if when you're stressed you feel like grabbing a bar of chocolate, perhaps you should get some magnesium instead. Most people are deficient in magnesium. It's a very common one to be deficient in. So, can you grab a snack that can ground you? Perhaps you haven't eaten for a while and that's making you more stressed. So perhaps some nuts, something that you can just have to calm. The fact that you're moving away from the situation and eating something is a really good thing. It's a really good thing that you're pulling yourself away from a stressful situation, giving everyone a breather. Could you perhaps lift your shoulders up really high and then just drop them down? I mean, these are simple things. I'm not asking you to go and do some yoga. I know what it's like when you're in it and you just feel like you can't get out of it. So lifting your shoulders and relaxing, or giving yourself a massage, just squeezing yourself, take that tension out on your tight shoulders. And ask yourself empowering questions. What could I do in this situation that will make things better? Ask the right questions and you'll get the right answers. Don't ask things that are going to give yourself a negative response. Your brain will hear the negativity. So if you say things like, why is this always happening to me? Why can't I get it right? That's not going to help you. It's just going to bring back, you're going to get into that downward spiral. So what can I do in this situation that is going to make things better? Or what would Superwoman do? Humour's amazing. If you can switch to humour, which is really, really difficult when you're in the thick of it, but if you can, it will lighten everything up and it will make it so much easier to deal with. Other things, if you like having a physical thing, which I do, Rescue Remedy is great. It makes you pause, it stops you talking, it stops your kids from talking, and it works. It helps calm you. And aromatherapy, so wild orange is an amazing one. It's calming and it helps with anxiety. It smells amazing. Lavender, chamomile, cedarwood. Find one that you really like. Perhaps just smell it or put it in a diffuser. Have things to hand. Have it on. I've got it on the shelf in my kitchen. When it gets stressful, you can grab for it. The main thing to remember is to take a pause and breathe. Take some big belly breaths. Realize and recognize that you are safe, your family is safe, and then just try and calm the situation down. Once you're calm, you can respond instead of react, and that is better for everyone. So I hope those tips have helped, and let me know if you've got any of yours that you use.